Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be going over the 2019 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. First off, we'll do a quick walk around on the vehicle and then we will take it out to see how it drives, but let's just get right into it. Under the hood here we have the Pacifica Hybrid's 3.6 liter V6 that is obviously paired with that hybrid system. The MPG with gasoline only is 30 miles per gallon combined between city and highway. You do have 33 miles of full electric range. And so obviously this is going to help you, you can do the fully electric or you can do the combined, which roughly equates to about 82 miles, but it's a little bit of a weird system on that. But the best thing for you to know is that you're just going to be saving a lot of gas by going to this particular option. And then in terms of power figures on it, you're going to be 260 horsepower, and then you're going to be 236 pound-feet of torque. And that is all through that one-speed automatic transmission. Finishing things up front, it looks just like any other Pacifica. You can see the little parking sensors integrated in the bumper, but you get these nice LED accent lights on it, and you get the fog lamps down below, but very handsome look. And then we are actually going to pop over on the other side of the vehicle because it is a plug-in hybrid, so that's where you would do the electric charge on the Pacifica. Hopping around to the back, here is the key fob, so you can see you have your lock unlock, your remote start, which just press that twice. First time we'll lock it, second time we'll do the start up. And you can see, since this doesn't have a full charge, it will turn on the gasoline motor, but we can pop that off. We can do the power lift on the tailgate right there. And then you can see there is tons of storage space. You can have these seats fold down if you want. It is a 3-seater for the third row. It's just a normal stow and go that Chrysler has had for many years. We'll press that to close it down. And then you can see it does have the e-hybrid badging right there on the back. You have your backup camera and parking sensors integrated down below as well. Coming to the side of the Pacifica, we have automated doors, so you can press on the key fob or just pull the door handle and it'll open right up. This particular one has the captain chairs and this white leather, which is absolutely beautiful. It feels really nice to the touch, very comfortable. DVD players in the back of this particular one as well. There's a little cargo cover, but there's tons of storage space back here. You have climate controls for the rear passengers, and you can see it's a tri-panoramic sunroof, so you have the dual panoramic right here, and then you have a sunroof for the rear passengers in the very back, so everyone in the cabin gets light. You get little sunshades throughout the interior on top of that. Last thing about the back seating area that I just want to clarify is if you go for the hybrid, you do lose the stow and go in this area, and that's just because they have to put the battery packs under the floors there. So you still can fold those back seats back into that area, but you just lose that stow and go function for these front seats, just to clarify on that. Up around front, you have a keyless entry, so one touch to lock it, and then to unlock it, just put your hand on the back of the door handle. You can see the controls for the windows. That's your power folding mirror control right there, memory seat function over there, and then you can see your controls for the power adjustable seats, your light controls. Step and height's really good. It's really easy to get it, similar to an SUV. These are your controls for your adaptive cruise control, traditional cruise control, your regular controls for the radio, voice commands, and then you will get a rocker panel on the back of the steering wheel to control the radio. To start up the hybrid Pacifica, all you have to do is put your foot on the brake, push the push start, and then it'll start right up. You can have it start up fully in electric mode if you do have enough charge. Like I said, this is a little bit low on charge, and so it's not going to do the full electric mode, but you can see the gauges here are going to be a little bit different than what you're actually used to. So you have your fuel gauge over there on the side, and then you can see over here, this gives you your power amount with it, and then you can see your range, and you have your fuel economy there in the center, and then you can scroll through this. This little screen lets you scroll through any bit. I usually just keep it to a speedo to make things simple, and then you can see your acceleration and brake right there. The center screen, we can see right here that we have that nice touch screen. It's instantaneous with a touch response. I've gone over this in several of FCA's other products, but you can see right here, it's just got tons of things. You can go through all your hybrid electric systems with that tab right there. You got your little Uconnect theater for the TVs in the back, and this does have a surround camera system, so we can see here you got a bird's eye view, and then your backup camera with your trajectory lines that turn. You can see you can go different angles just with that camera system. It's really neat, it's really easy to use. And then this hybrid tab, you can see it gives you all of the information, gives you driving history, and You can even set charging schedules for it, which is really neat. Coming down here, we can see the climate controls and the radio controls right here. That's to turn off your lane departure assist, your perpendicular parallel parking assist, your parking sensors, analog climate controls, your gear shifter with your parking brake. And then you have this massive center console area with tons of storage. You get little charging stations right down there. And then just finishing things off in the interior, we can see very nicely bolstered with the seats. They look really cool. They've got this nice contrast stitching, which kind of goes along with that hybrid theme, I would say. And then you get the full panoramic sunroof. The controls for everything is going to be up here. You can see all of your controls for the different sunroofs are up there. Universal garage door opener. But let's just take this out and see how the new Pacifica Hybrid drives. I usually start off my videos when I'm actually driving on the road, but just quickly I'd like to mention that I'm in the fully electric mode right now. It's kind of a weird experience. I don't drive electric cars very often, so the instant torque is a little bit different for me, and also the lack of engine sound is also different, but it drives really smooth. And so if you just needed to go to like a grocery store that's close by, or something where you don't have to go super far, it's definitely a really neat mode to be able to have and not spend any gas, because then you can just plug it in and recharge it up. The fact that this is a hybrid is really the main talking point on this van, and that's why a lot of people will go for the Pacifica, is that hybrid, the plug-in hybrid trim, because they're trying to save on fuel. So the fact that you can have that dual usability on the van is really neat, and obviously it doesn't fully limit you like an electric car does right now, because an electric car, some of them are getting really good, like the Teslas, where you have really long range, but some people do get that, range anxiety, because they're worried about that they're not going to reach the next charging station, this or that. But since this still has a traditional gasoline motor, you don't really have to worry about that. You can still go on long road trips and not stress it out. If you basically use up all of the battery charge, you still have the gasoline motor to keep the van driving. The van slows down really well. Everyone knows that when you have that regenerative braking, it makes it so things will slow down a lot quicker and just a lot better. And so it actually helps with the overall driving feel on the van, the fact that it just slows down so smoothly and you don't have to put as much brake pressure to actually get the van to stop. We are going to take this on the interstate just to get a little bit of an acceleration. Obviously, a lot of buyers getting this van are really going to care about speed and acceleration, but it's still got to get you up to highway speeds at a relatively good rate. And so we're just going to see how it handles in that environment. Obviously how it drives on the highways, how smooth it drives and all that. So obviously that electric motor helps with instant torque, and then the gas motor kicks on so that you keep going. Acceleration on it's actually really good, and I'm not noticing a huge difference between this and the regular 3.6 liter without the hybrid assist. But what I am noticing is that low-end torque from the electric motor does help you get up and go a little bit quicker off the line, which is nice because it makes the overall driving experience smoother, and just the power delivery is a lot more linear. On these highway roads, it's actually driving very smooth. The roads are really beat up, but the van's just driving over the roads very smoothly, and so on that aspect, it's doing very well. And around town, it drove on the roads just as smoothly. So overall, where this would kind of fit is, obviously if you need a ton of space to haul kids and maybe pets and just a bunch of stuff around, with those stow and go seats that you can all put into the floor on the Pacifica, just like the previous Town and Country and Dodge Grand Caravan, this has that usability. And then also the fact that this gets such good fuel economy, it's going to help you save fuel on those longer trips and just around town driving. When you go to the shopping center, all that kind of stuff, like I said, you can just put it in the electric mode if you go short distances, not use any gas, then just charge it back up, and then you're good to go. And so if that's kind of what you're looking for, you need more space, but then you also want to be a little bit more economical on the fuel side, this is definitely the vehicle to go for, especially in the minivan market. And there we have it, everyone, the 2019 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, comment down below what you thought, and I will see all of you in that next video.